Excellencies, distinguished head of governments, honorable ministers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me, first of all, on behalf of the Republic of Senegal, to express our deep gratitude to the government and the people of the United Arab Emirates for the invitation extended to us, as well as their warm hospitality and the excellent organization of this World Government Summit. I would also like to convey the fraternal greetings of His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Diakhar Faye, President of the Republic of Senegal, as well as those of the Prime Minister, to all the leaders and partners gathered here today in Dubai. The World Government Summit is an initiative of remarkable relevance. By placing water at the head of its deliberations, this summit once again demonstrates that water security is now inseparable from global stability, sustainable development, and peace among nations. Ladies and gentlemen, water, a vital resource that underpins health, food security, prosperity, and social stability, is no longer merely a public service issue only. It has become a pillar, a central pillar of our collective future. Yet, despite the efforts undertaken, progress remains insufficient. Inequalities are widening, and the world is dangerously approaching what some already describe as an era of hydric bankruptcy, a situation in which water withdrawal consistently exceeds nature's capacity for renewal. In less than a year, the UN 2026 conference, co-hosted by Senegal and United Arab Emirates, will take place in Abu Dhabi. Its objective will be to accelerate the implementation of SDG 6, ensuring universal access to water and sanitation for all. This global gathering must not be a merely platform for declaration. It must represent a strategic turning point, a moment when we decisively move from rhetoric to measurable results, from emerging-driven responses to governance built on resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, to achieve this, we must act on several essential levers. The first, making water a cornerstone of sustainable development and global security. The impacts of the water crisis are multiple and deeply interconnected. They are visible in parched agricultural lands, declining aquifers, polluted rivers, and population deprived of dignity. They also manifest in rising social tensions, forced migration, and growing geopolitical risks. It is in this context that the 2026 UN Water Conference is structured around 6 interactive dialogues addressing these interconnected challenges, as my brother Abdallah Balada just mentioned. The second is ensuring strong political leadership and a clear strategic vision. There will be no transformation without courageous political commitment. Leaders must place SDG 6 and more broadly water security at the heart of their political priorities, climate strategy, and long-term investment plans. Water must be fully integrated into energy, agriculture, industrial, and health policies, as it is both a cause and a solution to many of our converging challenges. The third lever is rethinking the water narrative. Water is not an isolated sector. It is the invisible infrastructure of every modern economy. To unlock its full potential, we must develop harmonized frameworks for the economic value of water, align fiscal and regulatory policies in favor of sustainable practices, and create incentive mechanisms for companies that reduce their water footprint and restore ecosystems. The fourth is mobilizing financing and innovation. The needs are immense. Trillions of dollars will be required by 2030 to close the gap of water and sanitation infrastructure. These challenges exceed the capacity of public finance alone. It requires blended finance, public, private, and philanthropic, innovative financial instruments tailored to local context, smart technologies to optimize the allocation and use of every drop of water. We must transform water into an attractive strategic resource, economically viable, socially equitable, and environmentally sustainable. The fifth is the strengthening integrated governance and multi-sectoral partnerships. Water knows no borders. Transboundary basins are shared, and shared aquifers requires cooperation, dialogue, and clear governance rules. Water must be a bridge between people, a vector of peace rather than conflict. In this context, water diplomacy and international legal frameworks are essential catalysts for stability. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 United Water Conference cannot be just an event, another one. It must be the moment when the world chooses to change the course from fragmentation to cohesion, from urgency to resilience, and from intention to tangible impact. Last week, as my brother Balala mentioned, in Dakar, the unique high-level preparatory meeting of the UN conference was held there. On that occasion, the President of the Republic of Senegal strongly reaffirmed that investing in water is also investing in a global public good. Stakeholders gathered in Dakar also underscored the need to build an integrated and coherent framework for water and the importance of holding the regular UN water conferences and the growing necessity of strengthening partnership and cooperation mechanisms. Today, ladies and gentlemen, here in Dubai, I call upon you to rise this challenge with ambition, courage, and solidarity. Let us transform our commitment into measurable actions. Let us transform our policies into concrete results. Finally, let us transform our resources into sustainable opportunities. I thank you very much for your kind attention.